We got OKC, the Thunder getting ready to take on the Pacers. Game one. My question for you is: outside of Alexander, outside of Halliburton, who do you see that's going to have an impact in this series that could possibly tilt it one way or the other?
Yeah, it's gonna come down to the star players making plays, making buckets in tough situations, but it also gonna be the two benches.
Hmm.
Whichever bench plays defense more, you know, get points off turnovers. Whoever bench does that, that's who win this.
Interesting. I thought this would be your kind of series here, man. Cause
It's gonna come down to others.
yeah, but you that defensive nut. You love these type of games where both teams ain't doing nothing but going at each other defensively like this.
Oh yeah, the boy Neesmith and them, they gonna take on that challenger guard, that Canadian. Them boys gonna take on the challenger trying to guard him, buddy. He might have to put them. He gonna put a few of them in foul trouble. Hope you if they don't have
Hey,
no,
listen.
some defense discipline. Like, hey, I know what he likes to do. He likes to, you know, elbow you and get his shot off. That create that space. Stay closer to his ass. Hook your arm up under him or something.
It's funny, man. When I look at both teams, I don't want to say that they are evenly matched because clearly, Alexander's head and shoulders above everybody else in here. But man, when I look at what Indiana got in terms of size, OKC got that in terms of size.
They
When I
got two
look at,
brothers too.
that's what I'm saying. They. This is probably one of the best series that I think that the NBA can have where it's going to come down to flat out which team, like you said earlier, who benches can do well, but also I think it's also going to come down to, man, which team can score the most.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, all the big guys. I mean, if Siakam gets going, I mean, Siakam can give you 30 on any given night. It's just like, but
Proving it.
and he can give you a quiet 30.
Yeah, you won't even know he had 30
Won't even
play.
know he had it. The big fella, man, he can step out and hit the three.
Yeah, that's right. They guarding each other too. Chet Holmgren and Hardenstein, both of them perimeter dudes, almost inside out guys. Same as the Pacers big guy.
And here's what's crazy about, man. You brought up the name Hartenstein. Listen, his mid range game, man, that little jump hook from about 5 to 10 feet.
You see his little left hand floaters.
Yeah, man, it's deadly out there. But I also think this too. I think, and you talked about this earlier, and I like that. Stars are going to have to be stars too. So I think Halliburton
Yep.
is going to have to give us more than just assist this game. I think he's going to have to give us more than just, leading and directing the team. Now, I'm not trying to take him away from his game.
You know who they gonna put on him, right?
Who is that? Really?
I need you to disrupt him. Because he the one got that thing on the string, passing it around, giving, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need you to disrupt his, get in his face.
Well, one thing we do know for sure, it's going to be a defensive massacre out there. And also, I'm just telling everybody right now, get your eyeballs strong because it's going to be an up and down bonanza going on out there because both teams run like crazy. Like, I mean, this is the stuff that college coaches wish that they can get their teams. They like, get the ball out and get it up the court.
Yeah. So so you saying it's like 40 minutes of hell with the Arkansas crew, and then like Yola Marymount with Bo Kimball and them, how they ran.
And then mix some of that UNLV in. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we getting ready to. This is what we getting ready to watch. So
Yeah.
I want to say this, man, to all of the folks out there, man, watching the NBA Finals. Do not think that this is a down season in terms of the two teams that made it. Because I'm looking like this is the NBA that I think people been asking for. When you look out throughout the course of the playoffs this year, 2025,
Yeah.
man, what I love so much about it is that the refs didn't dictate the game. we saw a lot of guys getting beat up.
Yeah.
Right. I felt like, man, there was some games where guys were like, listen, no blood, no foul.
No blood, no fouls.
So, man, I'm looking forward to this,
Yo,
and I
Will onto
so
that. The what's so scary about the Pacers is, and I think they do it more than OKC. These dudes score on made buckets. Like you score on them. I mean, just understand this. You watch film. The coach said, "Hey, to prevent this, we're gonna do this." It don't matter. They still scoring. You know what I'm saying? Coach would
you
be
got
so mad. I'm like looking at it. Like coaches have like these motherfuckers. We just practiced this shit. We told you that they gonna run after you
so
score. So
so in
get your.
other words, they
I'm
can't be
not.
going down the court 3 to the dome, huh? They can't be doing this, huh? They better get back on defense.
You remember Coach say, y'all jogging back. I need you to be in a full sprint, talking, pointing.
Hey, and if you think about it, I think that's why New York lost. New York ran out of gas, man. When
He's tired,
Hey,
man.
listen, when you up 20, very first game, you up 20, and you lose that,
Yeah,
and they lost it late. It wasn't like, the second half started and they still wasn't up by 20.
yeah.
They went into the fourth quarter with about 3 minutes to go and they was up by 12.
So
And
now,
they
so now think what you think on the flip side of what Indiana Pacers that confidence did to them. Like shit, we can come back from 20 on anybody. Like 20-point lead being down, going out the third, going into the fourth ain't nothing for us. You know what that did to their confidence?
well, they gonna need all of it because I'm gonna tell you this. Throughout the regular seasons, they was handed it by OKC. And I know people say regular season different than the playoffs, but I'm gonna say this: OKC play all their games the same. Regular season, playoffs. I'm watching this team and they don't look different to me. Like I didn't see you don't win 68 games because you wasn't trying to beat everybody.
Right. What's
Okay,
crazy about it, though, G, is that both of these teams play over 9 to 10 guys. They damn near play
well,
the whole roster, bro.
well,
Both teams.
if you but think about that, man. This is what I don't understand about not even just from a understand it on a high school level, but a collegiate level and a pro level. How in the world are you a pro athlete and you're making money to play this game and you can't get in a game? You trying to tell me there's no skill set that guys you drafted, that guys you brought into the team can't help you win
Right.
ever?
And they come
You
to practice every day.
every day. There's nothing that you saw in them that you can't use now.
Yeah,
I,
right.
I'll never understand that, man.
Yeah.
Now, because especially on the NBA level, these guys ain't projects. These dudes can hoop.
Yep.
I mean, man, the 12th man on the bench
Yep.
can go hoop anywhere, but he can't get into an NBA game. Now, I ain't talking about the guys who just sitting on the bench because they at a certain point in their career. I ain't
Right.
talking about, like Haslam, like, I'm here just, man, instruct and lead. I'm talking about, man, when I look at some of these dudes, man, I'm looking like, man, you don't even take your sweats off.
Hey, one of my guys, man. He got paid, he got a ring, but I just hate what happened to PJ Tucker.
He's a perfect example.
I hate what
You trying to
happened.
tell me
How they did him, man.
PJ's last from his ride with the Clippers to his ride with
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Philly. Now you trying to tell me this dude can't get in the game for you with his knowledge, with
Yeah.
his understand the impact that he could have on the floor for you?
Yep.
Then why?
Right.
I'm just saying, y'all went out and got him. It wasn't like you drafted him.
Yeah.
But even when you draft guys, like I'm not saying that Jalen Brunson shouldn't play 30 games, but you ain't got a backup point guard that can get 15 minutes nowhere.
Right.
Nowhere.
Yep.
And this is not just for the New York team. This is any team.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing what we're seeing with OKC, what we're seeing with Indiana. Carlisle said, "You here? You need to play. Why are you here then?"
he
You know,
is everybody.
is that not what is happening up there in Houston? Is that not what happened in Boston? These guys are winning. Well, anyway, man, who you got winning? Not the series, but game one is in OKC. And then I just want to throw this out here, man. First of all, man, we just want to send, man, our love and respect to everything that is happening in the city of Oklahoma because of the weather. The
Yeah.
Pacers, they barely made it there, but they did. So there will be a game tonight. So, we're thanking God that, all that and that the folks are okay down there. But with that being said, game one, man, who do you see?
Man,
Do we see a miracle with Indiana?
no, I don't. I think Oklahoma got their mindset on that they need to set the tone. We're going to punch them in the mouth first. We got the MVP. Everybody wrapped up, locked in. We on the same page. And I think they're going to grab the first game. Maybe by 10 points.
Kind of like that, huh?
Yeah.
Woo. Interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know, because I just feel like, man, to me, the Pacers seem like they don't have anything to prove, but they want to prove everything.
Right.
I look at OKC like, we've been doing this all year. This is what we do now. We are the next dynasty in the making. Like, I get that vibe from OKC. Indiana, like, not so fast. We got. So I actually can't wait. I'm actually excited about the series because I think that there's going to be some surprises.
It's funny how you just described that. Just made me think like he's talking about the Detroit Pistons, how they crashed the party.
Yes.
Really, what popped in my head, G, when you said that.
Yes.
Like he trying to say they like the Detroit Pistons. Like we here to fuck around. Like we here to pop the party. Like y'all thinking they was gonna win? Okay.
Is that not what happened? I mean, when like I don't like I've been seeing a lot of folks talk about this, man, and they really got Indiana possibly winning 2 games. And my thing is this: how do you have them winning 2 games and they just dismantled, the Timberwolves? I mean, they treated
took they heart.
Yeah, I mean, Ant couldn't even get off a shot. I mean, it's like, come on, we're talking about the guy that's supposed to be the new face of the league taking over. He couldn't even get a shot off at times, man.
Oh.
So I'm just looking at that and I'm going like, man, I think, and this is why I say Halliburton, he's going to be the catalyst. He has to become, like, for me, this is the next, yes.
His grow up to being a superstar.
Absolutely.
Meaning that
if that's what he wants.
You have to go against the best and become a superstar to get a championship in this series, bro. You got to grow up. Ain't gonna be that 1 game, 7 points, two game, you go off for 35. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, here's the other thing, right? He got to do it consistently.
Oh yeah,
he got to do it consistently, and not only that, I'm gonna go out and say this too, man. He got to be the MVP. If they win it all, he has to be the MVP, because if Siakam, Siakam was the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. If Siakam wins it again, man, I don't know if we're gonna ever have these. And some people may disagree with this, but if Siakam wins the MVP, I don't know if we're gonna have these conversations about Halliburton going to that next level, being a superstar, because there's no stage like the one that he is on now. And unfortunately, there are going to be guys who don't get to this stage all the time.
All the time, yep. I mean, you think, Siakam got a chip already, but he's such in a perfect position because, to me, he's the best player on that team. Like, all around, like, he is the best player on that team by far.
Without a doubt. But the crazy thing is, he isn't the face of that team, though.
He's right. I think he's fine with that. Like, man, I done been on a team with Kawhi, man. Like, hey, what you need? I go get 10 rebounds. What you need to go off me? I need to go off right. Okay, I go off.
Man, this. I'm telling people right now, this series gonna be better than what people think.
Dog,
When
Siakam was in the G League.
yes. So that's what I'm saying. Here's this is what I want to call this series. This is legitimately, man, the underdog series.
You say the underdog series. That's
I
what
mean,
they
if you think about it, most of the guys that are on both teams have all been counted out in a sense.
yeah, all the
'Cause, yeah,
at some
even
point
even with Shy, man, he was with the Clippers,
sitting on the bench, miserable.
right? But I'm just saying, look what the Clippers did to get Paul George out of OKC. They basically sacrificed everything to get Paul George.
Get Paul George, yeah.
And here come Shy and his Joker going there, man, has literally resurrected that franchise after Kevin Durant left, after Westbrook and those guys did what they did over there, which was amazing and great.
Yeah.
When you
And,
think about the next,
big
go
ups
ahead.
to Chris Paul, man, for really grooming that kid, man. CP3 had him over there at OKC and was grooming him then.
Let me tell you something, man.
Pat Bev
I,
groomed him in the
I
Clippers.
listen. I'm gonna say this: Indiana gonna have their hands full with him because here's the thing: the difference between this team here and the Knicks, the other dudes ain't gonna miss jump shots.
And they ain't gonna get tired.
No, they ain't gonna get tired. But I'm
They
just saying, if
motherfuckers
you out
ain't
there and you trying to double and triple team, like you can't play Alexander like you played Jalen Brunson. You can't do
Yep.
that.
Yep.
You can't shut them down like that. And I do feel like this. One issue that Indiana is gonna have, Chet Holmgren is gonna have a field day, I think, on Turner. I just don't think Turner is gonna be able to we saw what Cat Williams did to Turner. He just couldn't stop. He was just too quick. Every time Cat put the ball on the floor,
Yeah.
and Holmgren is a better shooter in terms of the midi game, and he's definitely a better ball handler than Cat. Cat was just putting his head. Cat went old school basketball. Put his head down, drove it to your chest, and lay it up.
But can Chet Holmgren take that physicality and finish with contact?
Well, see, I don't think he's gonna run into it. What contact is he gonna run into down there?
Turner gonna put his body on him if he beat him.
But Turner can't stay in front of him. Turner gonna be in foul trouble.
Oh
Turner's
man,
gonna have to move them feet.
Turner with him feet. I guarantee he gonna be like it. Gonna be a mind game with him and Turner guarding each other because he gonna be like, I gotta be up. I gotta be up on him enough if this motherfucker shoot a three,
Oh, he's shooting them.
I gotta be able to beat him to the spot if he try to take me off the dribble. Like he's watching film on that right now.
I'm sure he is, but we just saw a series he came out of, and Cat Williams, what am I talking about? He had his way. Cat had his way.
Damn it,
He had his way.
at Williams.
Well, listen, man, I can't wait for the series to start. I think it's gonna be great. So you got OKC winning the first game tonight. I got OKC winning the first game tonight. Man, I don't want to pick.
I got Shaq going for 35.
Ooh, you putting some money on that?
Nope, I just got him going for 35. He finna punch Steve Ford in the mouth and set the tone.
Yeah, I think they're gonna come out and set the tone.
I think he kind of don't like Halliburton either. So he finna, it's that dark skin against that light skin.
Is that what it is? It's a color war. It's a color war. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be easy, man. I think it's gonna be tight the whole game, and I think in the end, I can see. Well, let me take that back, man. Let me take that back. I just think I'm gonna put it to you like this: if Chet Holmgren scores more than 16 points tonight, it's gonna be a dominant win for OKC. If Chet Holmgren cannot get 16, it's gonna be a dogfight tonight. It's gonna be a dogfight. Chet Holmgren to me is the catalyst for this series because the stars gonna be the stars. If Chet Holmgren cannot do anything offensively,
Yeah.
OKC gonna be in some trouble.
Well, his ass better get down there and block some shots and then do something.
He better do something. Well, listen here, Hoop Dreams fans. Listen, catch us on the next one because we're going to be with y'all throughout this entire series, bringing you all of everything that's going on. Again, thanks for tuning in to the Gates and Agee and Gates Hoop Dreams podcast, basketball update. Listen, give us a follow at OG Hoop Dreams on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Listen, catch our podcast on Apple, Spotify, and all the other podcast platforms out there. And of course, you can watch all of our episodes on YouTube. And please don't forget to hit that what, AG?
Subscribe button.
Hit that button. And don't miss our recent episode. You're going to love it with D. Wells from Social Studies. That's SOLE, Social Studies, where we're talking about everything, man, from the game to him shoes. You're going to love that episode. Get there and check it out.